So in this lecture, diagnosis techniques and biotelemetry. So in our biomedical engineering, various diagnoses are available. First one is ultrasound instrumentation. So in ultrasound measurement, we have various principles related ultrasound measurement, ultrasonic imaging, ultrasonic applications for therapeutic use, ultrasonic diagnosis, where comes from a radiology chapter. In the radiology, we have X-ray and radioisotope, CT scan, MRI scan, and emission computerized tomography and MRI machine tomography. So these are the various topics in the radiology. Comes in the biotelemetry. The biotelemetry. So what is the biotelemetry and what are the parameters involved in biotelemetry? Components of biotelemetry. So again, in the particular components, we have ECG measurement, concerned patient monitoring treatment. So these are the various ultrasound diagnosis techniques. So this is the basic view for ultrasound test. So in this ultrasound, it is easy to find what are the membrane parts inside the concerned object, patient body. So it is easy to track the faulty part inside the patient body. So this is the gesture of principle about ultrasound therapy. So when these signals, ultrasound rays are touch the super surface of the body skin, which is called outer skin. So inside we have true skin, and inside the true skin we have substances issues. So proper races, proper frequency races are comes on this skin. So high frequency sound waves reflect by the body tissue in the concerned womb. So therefore it is easy to track the uh, object inside the skin. So this is the basic principle for ultrasonic measurement. When certain medium 1, so it is the medium 1 outer skin. So medium 2 is the inner skin. So when medium 1 is subjected by transmitted wave, so there are existing reflections and refractions principles at interface between medium 1 and medium 2. So automatically, so we observed reflected waves from the medium 1. So in this way, we have to verify the ultrasonic races which are be evolved. So basic ultrasound energy is depends upon sound waves. So the frequency range for this ultrasonic therapy about 20 kilohertz. Why? Because we have audible 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. So in this ultrasonic sound greater than 20,000 hertz are be implemented. Limit ఎక్కడున్నారండి So these ultrasonic signals are transmitted about 20 edges. So this ultrasound exists as a sequence of alternating compressions and refractions of the suitable medium, for example, air, water, bone, tissue, and it is propagated through medium at some velocity. So it is also frequency and medium density, which is depend. So in normal applications, ultrasound is actually focused into beam which can outpace the refractions as shown in this picture. So when proper transmitting waves are touch the interference, some of the waves undergo refractions, some of the waves reflects the signals from the interface. So in this way, proper echoes are observed from the medium 2 to reflected waves. So the reflected energy is depends upon the difference of the densities which are be available between these two media and the angle at which transmitted beam hits that particular medium. So this reflected waves and the reflected energy is purely depend upon the density factors for medium 1 and medium 2. Because we have various medium, for example, so this is the water medium, brain medium, muscle, fat, bone. So likewise, these reflected energies are purely depends on the densities between the two media and the angle at which the transmitted beam hits that particular medium. Another observation is higher the difference in the media, there may be high will be the reflections. And another observation, if the angle of incidence between the beam and the interference is very close or very 90-degree, so automatically it will reflect the proper portion from the concerned interface. So this is the table related ultrasonic characteristics from some material. So water has 0-degree, density 0.992, velocity 1529. Similarly, other materials, brain, muscle, fat, bone. So these are the various density and velocity information for different materials. So this is the absorption capability. So absorption capability of blood, muscle, fat, bone. For blood 1, muscle 0.8, fat 0.8, bone 0.8. So similarly half value layer, so 35, 2.1, 3.3, 0. So here I write some comment. Depth of penetration at which ultrasound is attenuated to half the applied amount. So it is known as half value layer, particular material. So in numerical calculation, this half value parameter, simply called half value layer. The half value layer is the medium, that indicator for absorption capacity of ultrasound energy, which you can know the absorption capacity. So another important feature for ultrasound frequency, that is here Doppler effect. So by the Doppler effect, we may conclude frequency shift equals to 2 into velocity divided by lambda. So reflected wave, F is the reflected wave frequency, V is the interface velocity, lambda is the wavelength. So by this equation conclusion, frequency increases if the interface moves towards the transducer and decreases when moves apart from the concerned value. So if ultrasound is reflected from the moving object, so the measured frequency shift is proportional to the concerned velocity. So delta F equal to 2V by lambda. So these are the various models in the ultrasound therapy. Number one, pulsed ultrasound. So this pulsed ultrasound can be treated when the transmitted signal transmission frequency 1 kHz to up to 12 kHz. So the range when the transmitted pulse is having up to 12K frequency, that will be categorized into pulsed ultrasound model. So this will take 1 picosecond test time, and we expecting some echoes which are displayed with respect to the time, and echoes are proportional to the distance from the source to the interface. When we using this therapy on the patient body, we are expecting echoes from the body skin density. So concerned body skin densities have to reflect the information which is proportional to the distance from the source to the interface. So majority of image applications in the medical, biomedical applications. So image applications are based upon this pulsed ultrasound. Next, by using the Doppler theory. So in this continuous Doppler model, so continuous ultrasound signal is transmitted, and we have to separate the receiving transducer, which are we expecting some echoes from the concerned patient body. So in continuous Doppler, the main principle is frequency shift. So this frequency shift is identified due to moving interface, which are detect and average velocity of the targets that are determined by the concerned function of the time. Application for this continuous Doppler in biomedical engineering, measurement in the blood flow, simply BP or blood flow measurements. So this is another model which is similar to pulse ultrasound. So in pulsed Doppler, here we use short pulses, not like in pure pulse ultrasound model. In pulsed Doppler method, we expecting a returning echoes from the skin membrane. Here also frequency shift principle observed. So by pulsed Doppler, we got accuracy in the measurements. For example, velocity and the distance of the moving targets. Example, range gated pulse Doppler. So in the range gated pulse Doppler, we implement gating circuit which are used for measurement of velocity for targeted specific distance from the transducer. So in this range gated pulse Doppler, velocity of blood can be measured as a function of the time and also function of the distance from the vessel wall. So in this way, we have to measure the concerned parameters for the blood membrane by using the range gated Doppler model. Ultrasound imaging. So in this ultrasound imaging, the main principle of ultrasound transducer is nothing but here brief pulse of ultrasound which are stimulated by successive voltage spikes having small active period up to 2 millisecond duration applied to the electrodes which are be on piezoelectric crystal. So this ultrasound pulse this ultrasound pulse, which are having 2 to 3 cycles. So in ultrasound pulse, we have 2 to 3 cycles. So at the same crystal element which are used as a receiver, so the time between two pulses are used for detecting and reflecting the signals from the concerned echoes. So in ultrasound imaging therapy, we have A mode, M mode, 2B mode. So three modes are available shortly. So briefly, I mentioned here A mode scan. So the main principle for intention for this A mode scan, just it will record the amplitude of returning echoes from the body tissues boundaries with respect to the time. So it is the main aim statement objective for A mode scan, amplitude of the returning echoes from the tissue boundaries with respect to the time. So in this A mode, imaging, the ultrasound pulses are sent in the imaging medium with a perpendicular incident angle. So in this skin membrane, we transmit the information exactly in the perpendicular direction. Since the echo time represents the acoustic impedance of the medium and the depth of reflecting boundary of the tissue, so we have to calculate the distance measurement in proper manner. So by using A mode scan, output results are be in the intensity format or time format with respect to the written echoes, which are be available for top end applications in the medical field. Second criteria, M mode scan. So in M mode scan, the main objective for M mode scan, variations in the signal amplitude due to object motion. So these are the various M mode scan objective lines. So in this M mode scan, we implement a transducer which is having sweep cycle, and also it provides some line of data which are required via like A mode. So in M mode, the representation of the data is expecting, which is to be displayed as a series of dots or pixels having brightness intensity values in their concerned returning echoes. So in a series of these sweep cycle, so each sequential A-line data is positioned horizontally. So therefore the object moves the changes in the brightness level. So concerned representation of this information can be possible by the tissue boundaries. So this is the model image, M mode image, simply for heartbeat. Third criteria, B mode scan. So in this B mode scan, so the main objective for B mode scan, 2D images are easily represented by the changes in the acoustic impedance of the concerned tissue. So the brightness of the B mode images, what is the brightness of the B mode images? They have to show the strength of the echoes from the concerned tissue structure. So to obtain the 2D image of the tissue structure, so the transducer is pivoted at a point about an axis, so which are obtained very simplified image in the B mode scan. So this is the simple B mode scan, which is represented by beat, heartbeat. So in the B mode image, we have easily identified the cardiologist or the concerned technical person. He has knowledge to identify the what are the ventricles, where the concerned walls. So see here in the figure B, we have left ventricle, right ventricle, so aortic wall, mitral wall, left atrium, aorta. So in the so B mode image for the mitral wall. So this is the actual placement for the mitral wall. So left atrium, mitral wall, and this is the aortic wall and left ventricle. So in this picture, these are the various concerned positions: left ventricle, right ventricle, like this. So this is the information regarding Doppler image principle. So Doppler image use the frequency value by using this formula. So in this Doppler image, it is easy to find out the heartbeat by placing this type of the picture. So this is the simple pictorial representation of the Doppler effect. So this is the concerned Doppler effect view. So in this way, Doppler effect will be able to reach your brains. This is another way for representation of the Doppler effect. So this is some pictorial representation about this biopotential test. So here doctor is able to identify the patient membrane. So this is another physiological test, which is electromyograph EMG test. So here we have to measure the concerned ultrasonic scan for the knee and bone potential measurements. So these are the small transducers. So this is the simple principle how the this electrophysiological test will be performed. So these are the various types of the ultrasonic waves which are being implemented in our theory. So it is the rotation of these singular functions. So the here I write written. So the diaphragm vibrates back and front. So the sound waves produced move in the same direction. So waves that travel in the same direction. So the particle movements are be called longitudinal waves. This is the wave longitudinal and latitudinal waves. So these are the transverse wave. So this some supporting data transverse waves. Small graphical representation longitudinal versus transverse. So this is the application in the longitudinal uh, in the regular so next one magnetical resonance imaging. So in the magnetical resonance imaging, so this is the Siemens equipment MRI machine. So some problem in screen share.
Waves deep inside the patient's body to treat injured areas such as tendons and muscles. Ultrasound therapy consists of 5 important components: the ultrasound probe, the heating effect, the injured tissue, the gel, and circular motion. The head of the ultrasound probe contains crystals that vibrate, causing transmission of high-frequency sound waves into the patient's body to the injured area. In order for the crystals to vibrate, an electric field must be sent to them. We must also understand the heating effect. The sound waves from the ultrasound probe hit the injured areas within the patient's body. The sound waves emitted by the probe cause the injured tissue to vibrate, giving the heating effect. Normally, the patient is not supposed to feel a burning sensation while therapy is in session. The patient will only feel heat if the probe is kept in one spot on the skin, causing the tissue to vibrate more and giving the burning sensation. This is because the sound waves are bouncing off the injured areas too much, causing pain. The injured tissue consists of the areas inside the body that are targeted by the ultrasound waves for therapy. This may also include scar tissue made up of tough protein fibers that replace damaged body tissue. One of the goals of ultrasound therapy is to break down these protein fibers so that the injured body tissue can have more elasticity and/or better range of motion. The ultrasound therapy gel is a medium that provides close contact for the ultrasound probe with the skin. It prevents friction and allows easier transmission of the ultrasound waves to the patient's injured areas. Lastly, it is also very important that the ultrasound probe is kept in constant circular motion in order not to burn the patient. If the probe is kept in one spot on the injured area, the sound waves could accumulate and cause too much vibration, and this would result in pain, especially if the sound waves vibrate in between damaged areas of bone.